This is WENY News.
Hello and thanks so much for clicking on the webcast. I'm Ross DeMattei. Here's the latest now from WENY News and the Star-Gazette. The search continues this morning for a missing Geneva man who was lost on Seneca Lake. According to our ABC affiliate 13 WAM in Rochester, authorities received a call about a man and a young girl in distress in the water. Deputies say the pair was swimming without life vests and they weren't able to get back on the boat because the water was rough. A passing boat then picked up the girl, but they couldn't find the man. Crews stopped searching at 9:30 last night once it got too dark. The 11-year-old girl was treated and released from the hospital. The texting and driving trend seems to be on the rise despite law enforcement's increased efforts to make you put your phone down. Fatalities involving distracted drivers, rose from 3,200 to 3,500 between 2014 and 2015. And of those 3,500, 476 involve the use of a cell phone, which is 70 more than last year. Those numbers aren't discouraging police, though, from trying to crack down on distracted driving. The number of texting tickets handed out grew by almost 75,000 in 2015. After 6 years, IndyCar is now returning to Watkins Glen International this weekend. Drivers and fans will head to WGI for the Grand Prix at the Glen. Practice laps and fan events do kick off today. The Indy Lights race is on Saturday. And then the big IndyCar Grand Prix at the Glen begins at 2 o'clock on Sunday. This is the second to last race in the 2016 Verizon IndyCar Series. And tonight on WENY News at 5:30 and 6 o'clock, WENY Sports will be live at the Glen, giving you a preview of this weekend's race. Your child's lunch tray could soon be filled with more locally grown foods. Governor Andrew Cuomo announced he'll award $500,000 in grants to schools all across the state. That'll help schools serve students healthier meals made from locally grown fruits, vegetables, and other foods. Governor Cuomo says this idea is a win-win because it also helps the state's agriculture industry. Similar grants helped 45 school districts all across the state last year. Now here's meteorologist Ryan Bells. He has a look at your forecast today and for your Labor Day weekend. Hey there, Ryan.
Hey there, Ross, and the forecast is looking great for this weekend and going into Labor Day Monday as high pressure is going to dominate our weather today and going into the day tomorrow with fall-like conditions, and that tops off our weather headlines. Another fall-like day similar to yesterday with a mix of sun and clouds and high temperatures topping out in the mid-70s. A dry holiday weekend is in store. Tropical storm Hermine will stay out to the south and east of us, keeping us dry. Just some increased clouds going into the day on Sunday from the system. And then the dry pattern continues into next week, and the heat and humidity returns in full force with temperatures in the mid and upper 80s through the early part of next week. And then by the end of next week, we can be talking about 90-degree temperatures yet again in the forecast. If you're headed up today to WGI for the first day of on-track action, first practice for the Indy cars at 11 o'clock, 72. 3:30, the second practice, 5-degree guarantee of 75, and then just a few clouds going into the late afternoon and evening hours. Live first morning satellite and radar, you can see some clouds throughout the area. An early shower can't be ruled out through portions of the viewing area. Otherwise, some patchy fog, and that'll give way to partly to mainly sunny skies throughout the day thanks to high pressure off to our west. That'll be making its way in, dominating our weather today and tomorrow. And then a wider view, you can see tropical storm now Hermine was a Category 1 hurricane when it made landfall late last night and early this morning. You can see as it's moving inland, let's let it recirculate there. There you go. You see the eye, and then as it moves inland, that eye dissipates. The land just tears these systems apart. But this was the first hurricane to hit the state of Florida since 2005. If you can believe that, 11 years have passed without a hurricane making landfall in Florida. It'll move up the coast here. We're going to track it for you, dumping a lot of heavy rain. The wind isn't such a big issue with this tropical storm as is the rainfall that's going to be occurring. And then once it exits the Carolina coast there, it's going to stall out off the Jersey coast. I think we're just going to see some increased clouds throughout the day on Sunday, and I think we're going to stay dry with a lot of the precipitation just staying right along the coast of the United States. And a lot of that heavy rainfall that's where it's going to be. Some locations in the Carolinas and the Outer Banks, there could be talking about locally at least 6+ inches of rain by the time we're all said and done on Tuesday. We'll map out our weather forecast here, though, with Future Track. Mix of sun and clouds throughout the day today. Temperatures topping out in the low and mid-70s. 5-degree guarantee in Elmira, 75. Tonight, cooling it down into the low 50s and upper 40s under mainly clear skies. Just a few passing clouds. More sunshine, though, is expected going into your day on Saturday as high pressure continues to dominate our weather. And you can start to see some of the clouds off the east coast there moving in with Tropical Storm Hermine. And I think we'll just see a few increased clouds going into the day on Sunday. Your forecast across the northern tier for today. warming up into the low and mid 70s with partly to mainly sunny skies, 5-degree guarantee in Elmira, 75 with mainly sunny skies, just a few passing clouds. And across the Finger Lakes, temperatures 76 high temperature today in Watkins Glen, 73 in Ithaca with a mix of sun and clouds. If you're headed up to WGI at all this weekend for the IndyCar Grand Prix, today the practice session's looking great. A little bit warmer going into Saturday and Sunday with temperatures warming into the upper 70s. Your forecast yet again for today, 75, that 5-degree guarantee with a mix of sun and clouds. Some patchy fog this morning will give way to those sunny skies. Tonight, mainly clear, cooling it down into the upper 40s with some areas of fog developing late. And then 7-day forecast shows the sunny skies lingering into your day on Saturday. And then Sunday, just some increased clouds, temperature still in the upper 70s. Low 80s return for your Labor Day Monday with mainly sunny skies. Then abundant sunshine Tuesday and Wednesday with highs in the mid and upper 80s. And then Ross, be prepared. Heat and humidity returns, look at that, 90 by Thursday.
Yeah, luckily I didn't put away the air conditioner just yet. Thank you, Ryan. And for the latest news, weather, and sports, be sure to watch WENY News at noon, 5:36, and 11 o'clock. And don't forget to pick up a copy of today's Star Gazette. I'm Ross DeMatte. Have a great Friday and a great Labor Day weekend.